welcome to the Superwomaniya Show. As you can see, we have stepped out of our studios और इसका एक बहुत खास purpose होता है. देखो दुनिया में ज्ञान देने वाले बहुत होते हैं, पर हम क्या कहते हैं, ज्ञान उन्हीं से लें जो actual experts हैं. और aesthetic और dermatology की जब हम बात करें, then there's one name that comes on the top, and that is Dr. Rashmi Shetty. She's here again on the Superwomaniya Show. So good to have you.
Thank you so much, and I'm indeed honored that your whole studio has come into my clinic. Thank you so much.
We're going to start with the basics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody these days wants great skin, great hair. And social media has done a lot to contribute to that. We
100%.
want to look like the filters that we put.
Yes.
Is that a realistic beauty standard to aspire to?
No, not really. Beauty का एक standard होता ही नहीं है, होना भी नहीं चाहिए. Firstly, let's start with that.
Yeah.
And then genetics play a big role as much as you don't want to accept it. It is genetic. मेरी बेटी मेरी तरह होगी, आपकी बेटी आपकी तरह होगी. So it's very genetic. Imagine if I had this nose and if my daughter was to be born with, let's say, some other nose, it's just that I remember once doing this interview with, if I can take the name. So said, Doc, she has a slightly big nose. She says, my son has the same big nose and my father has the same big nose. She says, when I look at my son, I'm overwhelmed with that connection and affection to say, Meri papa ki naak. Imagine if we guys were to erase that out and everybody had one kind of nose. Where is that? That nuance of a connection comes from that, right? So that's one thing. So there is no one standard of beauty. Two, is it possible to achieve? Yes and no both. Realistic expectations, positive to achieve, possible to achieve. Unrealistic expectations, such as commonly named Korean skin, not possible to achieve. Like for example, what's your ethnicity, if I may ask you?
Indian.
No, but are you Sindhi? Are you
I'm
Parsi?
half Bengali, half Punjabi.
There you go. So her skin is freaking lovely. Okay? So her skin is, that's why I asked her, what are you? Are you a Parsi? Are you a Sindhi? Are you somebody from the Sindh region? So she said Punjabi, fair enough. So that's innately such a skin. Now, no matter what I do, I will never be able to probably achieve that skin. But I know I have my own, everybody praises the way my skin is. It's in my own way of good skin, but I can't get your way of good skin. You know what I mean? Like that, each one of us have our way of good skin. If you want to achieve a Korean way of good skin, it's not going to happen. So you can be best version of yourself.
Correct.
That can be done.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm going to gloat a little that Dr. Shetty just praised
Beautiful skin. Like
all genes, all mom and dad and dadi and everyone. So for our kids, you said we're all dependent on makeup and everybody likes, it's such a pick-me-up. You want to buy cosmetics, you want to use it. And we keep hearing and reading about lead poisoning and how they have terrible things in them and all of that. Are there checks and balances in place is what I want you to first tell us, that the good, expensive brands that we see and we are tempted to buy, how risky?
I'm saying three things you need to remember when you're buying a cosmetic to stay away from long-term damage, if we can call so. One, buy it from a reputed company, like you rightly said. They have their checks in place. They take their claims very seriously. They take their labels very seriously. So you would rather buy from them, or you would rather buy from a pharma-driven company, or companies which have some history. Not just the fly-by-night companies who have a great ad strategy and who have a twinkling packaging. So that is not what you go for. That's number one. Two, don't get unnecessarily scared. For example, everybody is now saying, oh, this is carcinogenic, that is carcinogenic. Everything is causing cancer. I'm like, no, everything cannot cause cancer. It is not. There is a certain amount that you need to be taking in for that to be carcinogenic over a period of time repeatedly for it to probably affect your DNA to do those shifts and changes.
Correct.
Perfume was a very big thing, right? Everybody saying, hata, hata, hata. Now, my point is, if you're really that scared, if you're one of those who really get scared, then you check the amount of exposure to perfume. For example, your floor cleaner also can't have perfume. Your inside the bathroom deodorant also can't have perfume. You spray also 20 splits of perfume on yourself. Then your skincare also has perfume. Then your fabric also has a fabric softener which has a perfume. So if you're surrounding, candles also has a perfume in the night. So if you're surrounding yourself with 25 things which is doing the same thing, maybe you should be worried. But having a pleasant smelling skincare, I love. So that's nice. Sensorial is a huge thing for you to feel beautiful. So even if I tell you this is something fabulous, but it smells like cow dung, will you apply it every night? You won't. So beauty is not one dimensional. It's not touching one sensory system. It's all the 5 senses should be happy. One definitely is the smell, like it is for food.
And you want things and yourself to smell good.
So it's fine. So don't get scared. So that's the number 2 thing. Number 3, stop self-medicating. I think I keep telling this 100 times over various platforms in different contexts. I understand things are very popular. You're getting everything everywhere. Always talk to an expert.
Correct.
Especially in terms of
That's
skincare.
why we're here. Exactly.
Skincare and actives. And many people ask me, oh, how can I combine actives? You don't combine actives. You meet an expert. According to your skin type, will tell you what you need. Skin concern, skin goal. So these are 3 things. Meet an expert. Even for makeup, you can always talk to an expert.
Correct.
So this is what I'd say is the 3 most important thing when you really buy something to be risk averse. Otherwise, the labels are so big, you won't be able to. Sunscreen, everybody said, oh, sunscreen is cancerous. Sunscreen is not carcinogenic. There are those benzones, couple of ingredients in them, which in a large thing, the same thing which happened with benzoyl peroxide, an anti-acne thing. Similar thing, benzones are certain gases, certain chemicals that are there, which could cause trigger cancer in a large extent of exposure. But yes, avoid it. It's good. But don't avoid the whole category and get scared of everything.
I love it. I love how this conversation is flowing because this was going to be my next question. Because this interview is made up of all the questions that we have received from our listeners and viewers who, after listening to you, wanted to ask you so many things. This sunscreen thing people are going crazy. Okay, there was this whole time when influencers also would keep talking about SPF 50, Lagana, you have to do it indoors also, outdoors. just put sunscreen on yourself 20 times a day, and then you hear this murmur of no, this is not okay. Civilization has been going on for ages without sunscreen. This is also a propaganda. Where do you stand on this? We want to hear it from you, the expert.
Let's do this way. We'll burst another 3 myths about sunscreen. So first is, as a brown man, we don't need sunscreen. Wasn't that a trend once?
Yes.
So yes, we are brown. Yes, we have pigment. So we are better protected from the sun than a white person like you. The whole point is we are better protected, but we are not still 100% protected. So you need a sunscreen there. Okay,
that's
so
true.
That's
and SPF 50 is what you need?
That's more 30 to 50 is good. That's what you need. Now indoor, outdoor, sitting, standing, always put an SPF like you said. That was another trend. Oh my God, don't even be seen without an SPF. That much is not needed. Again, one, because we are Indian and we have good enough melanin which is protecting us. Unless you're scrubbing every day, exfoliating every day, all the dead skin is gone. Dead skin itself is a great protectant for you because it's got clumped melanin in it. That again protects you from the sun. A well hydrated skin protects you from the sun itself. So these are all there. 2, none of us, I think as Indians, we are also so bothered about a color still that we don't necessarily go out and sit in the sun, do we?
I was going to say that there are lifestyles such that
which is very different. So every Western standard does not hold good for us.
Correct.
So you, as long as, like for example, we are here now, there are large windows. If I'm sitting on a table next to the window, I'm conscious. Then I say, oh, my skin is slightly burning. My skin is feeling irritated. I better go put my sunscreen again and come back. But I'm sitting well this much inside. There is a little damage happening. Definitely from window, a UV rays is passing through and it is coming in. But it's not going to be so bad for me. So I'm okay if I'm not paranoid and applying it every 2 hours. So everything has to be done in the right. But having said that, I was just in Italy lecturing in a congress some time ago. I roamed around Rome. Every hour I was putting sunscreen.
You had to because also no pollution,
burning.
there was nothing.
Skin burns. It's not just for the white that skin burns. Even for us, the skin burns. So I wanted to prevent it from burning. It was hurting my skin. So I kept applying. So rules are never 100%. You weigh the pros and cons. Now the third trend which started happening is, there was one, I think, senior doctor or gentleman who went on the thing and said, don't use sunscreen at all. That itself is carcinogenic. Now again, that I was just explaining.
Paranoid.
There are certain ingredients which are carcinogenic. Most companies are omitting those ingredients now and they're not using them. So you don't have to get to even that paranoia of not using. Please use a sunscreen, especially if you're like me, menopausal woman at 50s, and you have a family history of people who have melasma at home especially, you have to use a sunscreen on your face.
So every day when you're getting ready,
Every day
you put
I
sunscreen.
have sunscreen right now. So every day put a sunscreen. Again, like I'm saying, just one question ago I said it's okay, I'm inside, I don't need it. Having said that, I would still wear it because I'm at that vulnerable age, vulnerable change in hormones.
Correct.
So I will still use a sunscreen like my sacrosanct thing. So therefore it is important for you to see which stage of life, where are you. And among Indians, we are from type 1 to type 6, right? From the Fitzpatrick scale in terms of color and burn. So depends on your skin color, your region. If you're in a hot sun in Chennai, it will burn you. Hour of the day.
Correct.
So all this. So there is no 100% hard and fast rule. Know your signs, understand. And again, another trend was, oh, vitamin D बनना बंद हो जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं है, इतना सारा तो है. इधर सब sunscreen नहीं लगाया ना, enough vitamin C. इतने से क्या vitamin C बन जाएगा? Plus vitamin C you are eating also. Food also gives you a lot of vitamin D. A lot of vitamin D. So it's fine.